Start, let me first thank all of our guests. Honorable elder woman, I changed from elder man to elder woman, Margaret Lorino, Hamdard Center, Zams Hope, Communities United, which used to be a PNC, People's Church, Indo-American Center, Compassionate Care Network, CCN, which we usually call it MCCN, Heartland Health Centers, Institute of Islamic Information and Education. Having said that, and I want to also thank all of our own MCC members also, and all of our guests whom I have not said thank you very much. Today we are here to pay tribute to Martin Luther King, along with sharing with you our own commitments to our community. Martin Luther King perhaps was one of the best civil rights leaders of this country. But along with him, there were others also, like Rosa Parks, Malcolm X. And we pay tribute to each one of those. But today, being the president of Muslim Community Center, I want to share with you some information about the best civil rights leader in this world ever happened. And that was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The one who never saw his father. He was born without seeing his father. He was 6 years old when his mother died while traveling. He was 8 years old when his next of kin was taking care of him. He was 8 years old when his grandfather also died. And ultimately, his uncle was taking care of him. He was the person who said, for more than 1400 years ago, he said that white has no preference on black, and black has no preference on white. Arab has no preference on non-Arab, and non-Arab has no preference on Arab. The preference is the one who is the righteous one. And who is the righteous one? Brother Javed Bhatti very beautifully recited that. Righteous is not that we turn our faces to right or left, but righteous is the one who believes in God, who believes in his angels, who believes in the last day, and who spends the money which we love so much, spends the money to his relatives, to the poor, to the wayfarers, and to whoever is needy. So that was the person more than 1400 years ago who gave that slogan of the civil rights movement. And not only gave the slogan, that he made sure that he works on that, and everyone started working on that, and they started liberating slaves right away. They used to buy the slaves from other people and liberate them. So that was the first civil rights movement I just wanted to share with you. And I want to share with you also a few more things, because it happened to be, this year, it happens to be that the month of Martin Luther King's birth is also the month of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we have been celebrating his legacy also, and that's why I wanted to share. And the legacy of that person really, who, as I said, who was born as orphan, and he ended up, according to George Bernard Shaw, he says, if a man like Muhammad were to assume the absolute rule of the modern world, he would succeed in solving its problems that would bring it the much needed peace and happiness. And that's what I am saying, because nowadays we hear the slogan of freedom of insult, although we call it freedom of expression, but actually it is freedom of insult. So that's why I wanted to bring about that person who cared about all the humanity so much, and we are here to insult that person We are here to bring those things, to bring as if we are doing freedom of expression. It is freedom of insult I wanted to mention. According to Michael Hurd, if you bring the 100 most influential people of this world, Prophet Muhammad stands the first one on that list. Prophet Jesus is the third one. Prophet Moses is the 15th one. And the reason they gave, according to Reverend Bosworth Smith, he says Muhammad was the head of state as well as head of church. He was Caesar and Pope in one, but he was Pope without Pope's pretensions. He was Caesar without the legends of Caesar, without a standing army, without a bodyguard, without a police force, without a fixed revenue. He cared not for the dressings of power. Simplicity of his private life was in keeping with his public life. Having said that, let me share with you some of our community work which MCC is involved. We have tonight, we have our annual general body meeting in which we will be talking about all of our programs throughout the year. I have given one copy to honorable guest. But let me highlight basically what we do for the community. We have started free of charge ESL classes in collaboration with Truman College. These classes are free to anyone, and around 30 to 50 people are taking benefit of that on a regular basis. If anyone is interested, you can get more information from the office. And depending upon the demand and administrative issues, we will start GED classes also. We renovated our bookstore and made it a multi-purpose room. There are 15 computers in there now. Anyone can come in and use those computers for their purposes. Of course, we will not let them go to wrong websites and all those things, but anyone can come and use those computers, and we will definitely have some computer classes also in the future. Our rehab and welfare program is going fantastic. Every first and third Saturday in here, more than 50 to 60 people are served. They are helped to put on their feet. We help them to find jobs also. We give them food packets. Food packets are packaged in our other facility at Martin Grove, and that is brought in this facility, and every first and third Saturday we distribute that to the poor people. Not only that, even during the other days, if somebody comes, desperate person comes, our office people help them and distribute the food to them. In this regard, in fact, because we want to expand this program more, I am having a meeting with the Commissioner of Department of Family and Sports Services, Evelyn Diaz, on 26th. I am meeting with her so that we can explore further possibilities of that. We also coordinate with many other organizations, and some of those organizations I already mentioned. CCN is here every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I already said it's not CCN, it's MCCN.
Take it over.
And we coordinate with APNC, our Communities United, we can say, Hope organization, ZAM's Hope, many other, and I will really stop here. There are many other programs we are running at our centers. I just want to briefly mention that our Muslim Community Center Incorporated is a democratic center where we have nominations and elections every year for the board of directors and every second year for the president also. We have 3 facilities right now, one in here, one in Martin Grove, and one we just bought a year ago in Skokie. So we have 2 full-time schools and 2 mosques which are serving all the community. Every Friday we get more than 1,000 people at each facility to come for the congregation. But our paid membership is more than 1,300, it's approximately 1,400. but many